You're looking for a photo booth that actually works at a wedding, birthday party, or corporate event without turning into a tech nightmare. You want something reliable, easy to set up, and worth the money, not just a flashy gadget with a long spec sheet. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I first started researching photo booths, the biggest hesitation I saw in forums was the fear of a system that takes forever to assemble or crashes mid-event. People also worry about print quality. Nothing ruins a memory faster than a blurry, smudged strip that looks like it came from a cheap instant camera. Those concerns pushed me to look beyond the glossy marketing images and dig into the actual hardware and software that MWE is packing into its Magic Mirror. At its core, the Magic Mirror is a full-length mirror that doubles as a touchscreen interface, a 4K HD camera, and a built-in printer. The camera being 4K is more than just a number. It means you can capture high-resolution portraits that stay sharp even when you enlarge them for a thank you card later. The printer is integrated right behind the mirror, so guests don't have to wander to a separate station to collect their photos. In practice, that design cuts down on foot traffic and keeps the line moving, which is a real advantage when you have 100 guests waiting for their turn. One of the first things I noticed in the spec sheet is the dual system setup. The unit runs Android 13 out of the box but also supports a Windows 10 mode. That flexibility is useful if you already have a PC you like to control the software from, or if you prefer a purely touchscreen experience without a separate laptop. The software, which MWE calls ChatTalk, comes with a 6-month VIP subscription. During my trial runs, the VIP features unlocked extra templates, custom overlays, and the ability to sync the RGB strip lighting with the music playing in the background. That synchronization isn't just a gimmick, it creates a mini dance floor vibe that makes the booth feel like part of the party rather than an afterthought. Speaking of lighting, the built-in RGB surround lights are a standout practical feature. They offer more than 30 preset color strips and can be set to pulse in time with the beat. In low-light venues, think a dimly lit reception hall or an outdoor evening gathering, the lighting compensates for what many portable photo booths struggle with. I tested the booth under a soft string light canopy, and the mirror's lights filled the frame evenly, eliminating the harsh shadows you usually see with a single flash. For events that already have a DJ, you can program the lights to match the setlist, which adds a layer of immersion without extra equipment. Sturdiness is another point that often gets lost in the hype. The Magic Mirror is built on a balanced frame that feels solid enough to survive a few enthusiastic high fives. Assembly time, according to the manual, is about 15 minutes with just a few bolts and a quick connection of the power cable. In my test, the whole process was straightforward: unpack, attach the legs, plug the power, and power on. There were no hidden brackets or confusing wiring diagrams, which is a relief for anyone who isn't a tech-savvy event planner. Now, let's talk about the practical downsides. First, the printer uses thermal paper, which is typical for photo booths but means you have to keep a stock of paper rolls on hand. Those rolls aren't cheap, and if you're running a full-day event, you'll need to estimate consumption ahead of time. Second, the touchscreen interface, while responsive, can be a little sensitive to smudges. If you're in a food-heavy environment, think a wedding cocktail hour with lots of drinks, you might find yourself wiping the screen more often than you'd like. Finally, the unit's power draw is listed at 1200 W, which is higher than a standard photo printer. That isn't a problem if you have a dedicated outlet, but you'll need to plan your power layout to avoid overloading a single circuit. Who should consider buying the Magic Mirror? If you're a wedding planner who wants a on-a-stop photo solution that looks sleek, provides high-resolution images, and adds a light show element, this booth checks the boxes. Small business owners who host recurring corporate events will appreciate the dual OS option because they can integrate it with their existing Windows-based branding tools. Even a community center hosting a fundraiser can benefit from the easy assembly, and the fact that the machine comes with a 5-year replacement guarantee, something you rarely see in this price segment. On the flip side, if you're looking for a low-budget, DIY photo strip station for a backyard birthday and you don't need high-resolution prints or synchronized lighting, you might be better off with a simpler, cheaper alternative. Likewise, if you're a professional photographer who wants full manual control over focus, aperture, and shutter speed, the Magic Mirror's fixed focus 4K camera won't give you the granular adjustments you're accustomed to. It's designed for point-and-shoot ease, not for artistic experimentation. Overall, the